that?
Bike helmet.
A bike helmet? You got one of those?
Not the same kind of that.
But you have a bike helmet? And you put it on your head when you are doing your homework?
No! And I don't even do chemicals.
You're starting school. You might be having homework. Let's see. Do you wear a helmet like this when you're riding the school bus?
No.
Because you don't even ride the school bus. But you will this year, yeah. Do you wear a helmet like this when you're eating dinner?
No.
When you wear a helmet like this? You don't know? When you're riding a bike, this is Maurice's bike helmet. He wanted to get a bicycle, and I told him the only way he could get a bicycle was if he got a helmet to go with it, because I didn't want him to fall on his big bony head. Yeah. And if he did, I wanted it to be protected, because sometimes when people fall off a bicycle and they're not wearing a helmet, what happens to their head? Yeah, it gets busted. Do you ever get your head busted? No? I've seen you with knots on the front of your head, Gray. Yeah, because you're a tough guy. You don't even remember.
Yeah, because I fell.
Yeah, if you had a helmet on, you'd be like, maybe you do need to wear. Maybe you do need to wear a helmet all the time.
No, not at dinner.
Not at dinner. Not on the school bus. What else do you have to wear a helmet or some kind of protective gear for?
A scooter.
A scooter? Yeah, if you're going to ride a scooter, you definitely have to have a helmet on. A dirt bike and a four-wheeler?
Especially the one of the big helmets.
Oh yeah, this wouldn't do much good on a four-wheeler or a dirt bike. Yeah, you really want it full. Yeah, protect your whole head. When you do taekwondo, you wear a helmet. Good idea. Good idea.
It's not those kind of helmets. It's like a wrestling.
It's a different kind of helmet, but it protects your head. That's right. You play a sport where you have to wear protective gear. Football. What do you have to wear for that?
A helmet that's just like a four-wheeler or a bike helmet.
It's got that thing across the front, right? It protects your. And what else do you have to wear?
Shoulder pads and knee pads, thigh pads.
Why don't you just forget all that stuff and go play in
Hip
here?
pad, butt pad.
Why don't you just forget all that stuff and go out there and play football just like you are?
Then you can't tackle.
Well,
You can't tackle if you do that.
why not?
Isn't it for the football boy to get tackled?
Yeah, but you can't tackle without the pads.
Why not?
Because if you try to tackle or kick you or something, it's going to really hurt.
Yeah, so you really want to have your protection. Yeah.
Or they're either going to fall on you or it's really going to hurt.
Yeah, so it's important when you're playing sports, when you're riding your bike, when you're doing stuff that requires special protection, like soccer players wear those things on their shins. Those shin, I think they're called shin guards. Baseball, you wear the helmet so that if the ball hits you in the head, it doesn't hurt quite as bad. Yep. So lots of times we have to wear things to protect us, don't we? What about in your spiritual life? What protects your spiritual part of you? Jesus. That's always a great answer. Because Jesus gives us salvation. Jesus gives us truth. Jesus gives us righteousness. Jesus gives us peace. Jesus gives us all of those things, doesn't he? And you know what? In the Bible, the Apostle Paul talks about those things. He talks about the helmet of salvation, just like it's a piece of protective gear. He talks about the breastplate of righteousness and how that protects your chest and your heart. He talks about the belt of truth, that truth keeps us prepared to do what we have to do. He talks about all those things as armor and things that protect us, and you're exactly right. All of those things come from Jesus. And so when we think about what protects our physical bodies, you have all that padding and equipment and stuff that you use for sports. But when we think about our spiritual lives, what protects us is being as close to Jesus as we possibly can be. So I want you to remember that, especially when you gear up for football practice, because you're starting pretty soon, aren't you? Did you start already? Yeah, so you started already, and you got to gear up and wear all that stuff, and Gray might need to wear a helmet when he eats dinner so he doesn't hurt his head. You did? Oh, too bad. So the next scrimmage, you're going to have to wear your helmet, your shoulder pads, and all your other pads and protection so you don't hurt yourself or somebody else.
The same thing in the scrimmage too.
Yeah, so when you... Not in flag?
In the flag games, you do stuff
Yeah, it's pretty rough. And life is pretty rough, and that's why Jesus wants to protect our hearts and our lives too. So remember, when you shoot up next time, remember it's just like putting on Jesus, that Jesus protects us from everything too. Ouch! See, I told you you needed a helmet. You want to borrow more Reese's? Try to fit you really good. No? You might have some stinky head in there. All right, let's say our prayers. You guys help us out. Dear God, we love you. Thank you for watching over us, for protecting us, and for preparing us for everything in life. We love you. Amen.